Prince Harry has broken his silence on recent controversial remarks made by President Donald Trump regarding NATO allies' role in Afghanistan. In a fresh and pointed statement, the Duke of Sussex directly addressed the comments. He emphasized his own personal experience as a British soldier who served in the conflict. "I served there," Harry declared firmly in his response. "I made lifelong friends there. And I lost friends there." The statement quickly gained attention across media outlets and among veterans communities. It came after Trump suggested in an interview that troops from non-US NATO countries stayed a little off the front lines during operations in Afghanistan. Trump's words sparked widespread outrage in Britain and beyond. Many viewed them as dismissive of the real sacrifices made by Allied forces. Prince Harry, who completed 2 tours of duty in Afghanistan, felt compelled to speak out. His military service included time as an Apache helicopter pilot gunner in Helmand Province. Those deployments exposed him to frontline dangers alongside fellow troops. He highlighted the invocation of NATO's Article 5 after the September 11th attacks. This was the only time in the alliance's history that the Mutual Defense Clause was activated. It bound every member nation to stand with the United States in pursuit of shared security. Allies answered that call, Harry noted in his statement. The United Kingdom played a significant part in the long campaign. British forces suffered heavy losses over the years of engagement. The United Kingdom alone had 457 service personnel killed, Harry pointed out. Thousands more were wounded, some with life-changing injuries. The sacrifices extended to families left behind and communities affected back home. Harry stressed that these contributions deserve to be spoken about truthfully. They also merit respect when discussed in public forums. His words served as a clear rebuke to any suggestion that Allied troops avoided danger. Veterans from across NATO echoed similar sentiments in the aftermath. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer described Trump's remarks as insulting and frankly appalling. He joined calls for greater accuracy when addressing the history of the conflict. Other political figures and former military leaders condemned the comments. They argued that such statements undermined the alliance built on shared burdens. Prince Harry's intervention carried extra weight due to his unique position. As a former captain in the British Army, he spoke from direct experience. Unlike most royals, he has not shied away from veterans' issues. His statement avoided direct political attacks but focused on facts. It reminded people of the human cost paid by coalition partners. The Afghanistan war began in late 2001 as a response to terrorism. US-led forces, supported by NATO allies, aimed to dismantle al-Qaeda. They also sought to remove the Taliban from power in Kabul. British troops deployed early and remained for nearly 2 decades. They operated in some of the most hostile areas, including Helmand. Combat missions involved intense fighting against insurgents. IEDs, ambushes, and prolonged engagements tested soldiers daily. Harry's first tour in 2007-2008 saw him serve as a forward air controller. He returned in 2012 as a co-pilot and gunner in attack helicopters. Those roles placed him directly in support of ground operations. He flew missions providing close air support to troops in contact. Such duties exposed pilots and crews to enemy fire regularly. Many service members from the UK and other nations shared similar risks. Canada, Australia, France, Germany, and others all contributed troops. Each country mourned its fallen and supported its wounded. The total NATO casualties in Afghanistan exceeded several thousand. These numbers reflect the collective commitment to the mission. Trump's recent interview revived debate over burden sharing in alliances. He has long criticized some NATO members for defense spending levels. Yet his specific reference to frontline roles in Afghanistan struck a nerve. Veterans felt it overlooked documented combat involvement by allies. Historical records show British forces often held dangerous sectors. They conducted major operations like those in Sangin and Musakala. These battles resulted in significant casualties on all sides. Harry's statement called for honoring those realities. He urged that sacrifices not be diminished for political points. The Duke has advocated for veterans since leaving active service. His work with the Invictus Games highlights wounded warriors' resilience. This latest response aligned with his ongoing commitment. It resonated with many who served alongside international partners. Public reaction in Britain was largely supportive of Harry's position. Social media and news outlets amplified his measured words. Some commentators praised his restraint while still delivering a firm message. Others noted the rarity of royals commenting on such matters. As a non-working royal, Harry enjoys greater freedom to speak. His statement avoided escalating into broader political controversy. Instead, it centered on respect for those who served and died. The Afghanistan mission ended chaotically in 2021. The Taliban regained control shortly after coalition withdrawal. That outcome left many veterans questioning the long-term value. Yet the bravery displayed during those years remains undisputed. Harry's reminder of personal losses underscored enduring bonds. He spoke of friends made and friends lost in the theater. Such personal reflections added emotional depth to his words. They humanized the statistics of casualties and deployments. The UK's 457 fallen represent profound national grief. Each name carries stories of courage, duty, and sacrifice. Similar losses occurred among American forces and other allies. The shared experience forged lasting ties among veterans. Harry's statement reinforced the importance of truthful remembrance. It countered any narrative that downplayed Allied contributions. In doing so, he defended the honor of those who answered the call. President Trump's comments triggered a broader conversation. They highlighted tensions within the transatlantic alliance. Yet Harry's response shifted focus back to the human element. It emphasized respect over recrimination. Veterans groups welcomed the clarity he provided. They appreciated a voice from someone who walked the same ground. The Duke's military background lent credibility to his remarks. Photos from his deployments often surface in media coverage. They show him in uniform, interacting with comrades in the field. Such images contradict claims of limited frontline exposure. Harry's service record stands as quiet testimony. He has rarely used it for public rebuttals until now. This instance felt necessary due to the nature of the remarks. The controversy unfolded amid ongoing global security debates. NATO's future role remains a topic of discussion. Harry's words served as a bridge between past sacrifices and present realities. They reminded leaders to honor history accurately. The statement concluded with a call for truth and respect. It left little room for misinterpretation. Prince Harry thus reaffirmed his loyalty to fellow veterans. His intervention highlighted the enduring impact of Afghanistan. For many, the war's legacy lives on in memory and loss. His voice added to the chorus demanding proper recognition. In breaking his silence, Harry spoke not just for himself. He spoke for the 457 British lives lost and countless others. He spoke for the friendships formed under fire. And he spoke for the respect those sacrifices deserve. The episode underscores how military service shapes perspectives. It shows why veterans guard their shared history fiercely. Prince Harry's fresh statement carried that weight. It ensured the conversation stayed grounded in facts. And it upheld the dignity of all who served